Alright, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast with the Average Gamer Guy. Here we are. So, I have done quite a bit of mining with my fancy new mining diamond drill. Which reminds me, I should probably go ahead and charge up my lap pack again. It's pretty fun and it's pretty cool, so that's always interesting. There's one more cool little device from the Greg Tech Industrial Craft kind of EU generation power machine stuff that we need. And so we're going to start working on it. I think we can build it. Pretty sure. Mostly because the only other thing that I really want to get is a mining laser. That will make the mining stuff quite a bit easier. And no matter how much automated mining you have, especially if Greg Tech is in there, at this level, I will not be able to automate enough mining to really keep up so that I don't have to do it. So I'm going to have to go mine on my own, and it's just handy to be able to have some of this stuff periodically. So I do want it, even though I'm getting to the point where very shortly I'll be doing these, probably starting off with a Steve's Cart miner, and then progressing from there. To some quarries or something like that. Quarries are a little bit more expensive with Greg Tech. Yeah. So anyway, what we're going to try and make is an industrial centrifuge. And here we go. So it's pretty easy. 4 refined iron, 4 advanced machine blocks, which we've made before, an extractor that we've made before, and a couple advanced circuits that we have made before. So that gets us an industrial centrifuge. So, the industrial centrifuge is a low voltage machine, so I had to take a second there and get this little area ready to accept it. If you hook it up over here, that's going to be a problem. So we're going to hook it up to the copper cable, low voltage. And there we go, it looks good. Now, what do we want to try and centrifuge? There's a good reason that we did this. We want the mining laser, and I'm specifically looking at the helium stuff. So the way you make a coolant cell is with some tin, and these helium coolant cells, which are made with some tin around a helium cell, which is made by either liquid transposing gaseous helium, which we certainly don't have, or by industrial centrifuging some glowstone dust with an empty cell, and that will get you some redstone, some gold dust, and a helium cell. And notice that it takes 16 glowstone dust to make 1 helium cell. So we're going to need quite a bit of glowstone dust, and I'm somewhat certain that we do not have enough. Especially if I could find it. There we go. Well, we have a couple stacks. Let's see. So if we take 2 stacks, how many empty cells do I have left? 52. Let me take half of those. And those can go in there, and that can go there. And it'll start to work. So we're going to let that have some time to spin. Cool little graphic on there because it's a centrifuge, so it spins. It's pretty awesome. I like it. And we're going to let it do its thing. You notice that it's taking a long time. The industrial centrifuge can take, well, it can take a long time. So you sort of just have to let it do its thing. I'm just going to go ahead and put that back. But yeah, so we're going to let it do its thing. And I'm going to assemble some other things while we wait. I believe somewhere I already assembled... Oh, I think, you know what? I think I threw them back in here. We should have... Oh, no, I had just had the materials to make that stuff. Oh, well, you just go get the materials to make that stuff again, then. Alright. So to make this, we are going to need... do we need 1 of those or 2 of those? We need 1... helium cell, which is going to require some tin and this dense copper plate, which is just compress 8 copper. I don't believe that I did that. Nope. Okay. So we need 8 copper. There's our copper. That was too much. So put 2 back. Let's go and compress. So that should... There we go. Yep, it's running. Nom 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 nom. What else do we need? We needed some more titanium. How much titanium dust do we have? We have 6, so we're going to need a couple more titanium. So how much bauxite? Let's just grab some bauxite and throw that in there. Let that run. What else are we going to need here? We're going to need, okay, we have the alloys, we've got a ruby, we could use an energy crystal, let's let that cycle around. That is a diamond with some redstone. So let me go get a diamond. And there's not enough redstone there. There's some redstone. So there we go, surround that with redstone. There's our energy crystal. What else do we need? So we've got a ruby. We don't have that yet. We've got, not the battery, but the energy crystal, an advanced circuit. I used the advanced circuit to make the centrifuge, so there, plus a couple lapis, plus a couple, oh, you know what? That's not where that goes. Glowstone goes there. And I need 4 redstone. There's our advanced circuit, so circuit and the energy cell. Let's come over here and get, no, put that back. 2 advanced alloys. What else do we need here? A couple advanced alloys, the circuit, the energy cell, a ruby. Alright, so we've got a ruby, we've got that. The titanium. We just need the electrolyzer to finish. That's getting close. Okay, there's our copper plate. Whew, the centrifuge is going to take a while. I'm going to get all the rest of the stuff. And then... okay, there's that. And then take the dust. 2 titanium. Take the titanium. Put it in the furnace. How's my power doing? Still doing good. Alright, so I'm going to have to centrifuge for a not small amount of time. So, I'm going to let that go, and then I will be back when it's done centrifuging. Alright, while the centrifuge is centrifuging, I'm going to go ahead and build some other stuff. And I realized I wasn't recording, so there's some raw hardener. You get that, now you know what I'm trying to build. You get that with a diamond and some obsidian, and that gets you 2 raw hardener. So, after that, what you're going to do is take your raw hardener and smelt it. So, we come to our handy... what you do is you forget to pick it up. That's always the first step. Whenever you make anything in a crafting table, I recommend that you always forget to pick it up so that when you get to the machine you want to use it on, you're confused and it takes you a second to figure it out. I've been doing it for months, and it's always done me well. No, always good to try and remember what in the heck you're actually doing. Now, the only thing that sucks is tin. There are 2 different tins for some reason. Like copper also smelts into 2 different coppers. I don't know what happened to my other copper, but there are 2 different tins, and those 2 different tins smelt into 2 different tins. That's kind of annoying. There's a machine that I can make here eventually that I'll probably make. There's actually a couple of them that will turn one into the other, so I'll probably do that. But, yeah, for now I have it. Ooh, we're more than halfway done to get us 1 of the 6 cells we need. That's going to take a while. Okay, so now that we have our refined hardener, let's see, we need to make some hardened mesh, which are some iron bars. Oh, that's not the right one. Where did I stick my iron bars? There's, oh, I only have 4. Well, alright. Let's come back over here and grab some iron. I think this is where I'm going to be making most of this stuff. Stick that there, grab some iron bars. This is the pattern, and 4 of those. That's not the pattern. Man, what's the pattern? The pattern is... oh! That. Give me 2 of those. Wish this had a clear button. Hey, what is that? Is that a... oh, it's default sorting. Yeah, I wish this had like a little button or something that was like, clear that inventory. Alright. This, so we need some iron in a U. and a couple of those, and a couple of these, and that gives us 5 stabilized metal. Now, you'll notice, before we do that, I needed to actually make... Do I need to make another? Wait a minute. That's going to get me 5. Yeah, I do need more. I need, because you'll notice this takes 5, and then I need another 2 for that. So I need to do this, so I need 2, and that... 2 of those and 2 of those are going to get me this. So I actually need another 2 of those. So I believe that's going to be another diamond. I'm running low on obsidian. Man, I'm running low on wood, too, I believe. Silver wood I definitely don't want to use. Spruce wood. Am I really running low on wood? Like, it feels like I had a lot of wood. Apparently, I am running low. So we're going to need to fix that. That's what we're going to need to do. So I have a feeling that once I make this, we're probably going to see, well, you're not going to see, but I'm going to be going and getting some trees. Alright, yes, remember what you're doing. That's always a good step. Alright, so there's 2 more of that. Again, remember what I said. Always, always forget to take the thing you just made with you. Absolutely not frustrating in the slightest. Alright. Really? Oh man, my brain is just like not a lot of width thickness today. Man. Well, okay, look. I remembered to take it this time. It only took me 3 times in a row of doing it to remember that I actually needed to take it with me. So, hey, you know, that's a pretty good record. Are you kidding? I need... And then the trees are... Man... Maybe I should just go get trees, because apparently all I can do today is straight up mining of just basic stuff. Like, don't even give me a difficult task, because I am screwing it up. Man, that is some frustration. Okay, I think now, for real, totally ready to make that. Okay. Now, to make this, we make that. To make that, it's 5 iron and the 2 gates, or the 2 meshes, and then 2 of those things. So, 5 iron, 2 gates, 2 meshes. Son of... It's annoying to do all the... I'm out of logs. You are kidding me. I'm not. I have some over here. That's right. Right? I stuck some in here, right? Aha! I did. One more. And that. And this. Excuse me. Whew, excuse me. Holy cow. Apparently it's allergy season. Okay. I swear, we're really close to having this thing made. I might even not screw this up completely this time. Stabilized metal. There we go. Now, you'll notice that if we have stabilized metal, you smelt it again. So, come to our handy induction furnace, smelt that stuff up. And we need... 2 wheels. To to make a reinforced hull. Woo! A lot of mistakes and annoyances there from me being incapable of just basic math calculations. Oh my, we almost have our first helium cell. Look, it's just one little tiny tick left. One right there. Come on. No? Okay. Alright, so why did we make a reinforced hull? We made a reinforced hull so that we can make some stuff for Steve's carts. So the way this works is you come over here to the cart assembler that we made forever ago, and you'll notice that nothing is in here. It says, to start making a cart, please add a cart hull of your choice to the hull slot, which is up there. So we have a reinforced hull, and that's what we're going to need. You'll notice that this says modular capacity 500, complexity cap 150, engine count 5, max add-on count 12, and it's a hull. So you'll notice all of these have little like doors in front of them that are closed. And when I click this in there, bam, all of those open up. It's a really cool little thing. You know, they fold back. Now, if I had a different hull, like the standard hull instead of the reinforced, where you have only 3 engines, then the slots you can't use remain shut. But this is one of the higher level ones, and it all opens up. And that's really cool. So now what we need is we need to put engines on it, we need to put the tool on it, we need to put attachments and storage and add-ons and make us a little cart. Pretty cool stuff. So, what I'm going to do is attempt to this time actually assemble the materials to make what we need and then explain that. So as soon as I assemble all of those materials, which will hopefully go better than trying to make that stupid cart where I couldn't possibly get it right, hopefully this time I will have everything and we'll be good to go, and you can see how a cart is put together. So give me a second, and I will be right back. Okay, one of the things you're going to definitely need is a carpenter to start. And to make that, we need a sturdy casing. That is some bronze. Bronze is tin and 3 copper in a shapeless crafting, and that gets you your bronze. Don't put it in your alloy furnace or you get brass. Don't ask me how I know that. I may have accidentally gone ahead and crafted 40 bronze, or brass, and then went over and looked and said, well, that's not bronze, and then screwed up. But I'm sure I'll use brass for something eventually. Anyway, we need a sturdy casing, and then we need to clear all this out. And then we need, oh crap, we need some glass. Glass. We need some glass. Anybody? Glass? Glass. Let's just grab some. Half a stack. Alright. Glass. Our sturdy casing, and then some bronze gets us a carpenter. Very cool, very important. It would be cooler if I had a way to get this to where I want it to be. Okay, I'm going to need to, it needs creosote oil to do what I want it to do, so I'm going to have to make some arrangements. I will do that, and then I will be back. Alright, so, took a bit of construction, but I ended up getting power over here and some liquid duct from the tank. Because the way a carpenter works, and I'll just set this down there, the way it works is it needs power, which it's currently getting. Yeah, it should be. And it's also going to need some sort of liquid. Now, for the recipe we're going to use, it's going to need creosote. And externally it says, hey, you don't have a recipe. So, you know, it has an issue. You can also change it, the access. We don't need to do that. So the first thing I need to do is, I was waiting to actually set it down to do this. Whoops, that's not how I get back there anymore. Is to go all the way around and over back to my liquid utility corridor and wrench this to emit. Okay, and that should be sending it up to, oh, this stuff is getting, it always, no matter how well you try and plan your base out, it always gets a little befuddled. There we go. So we've got the creosote oil all filled up. And the whole point of doing this is we need to make track. And that is, we need some wooden rail beds, which are wooden ties. And we make wooden ties with buckets of creosote oil and some planks. thought for sure I had wooden planks in there. Yeah, I have some... Oh, slabs, not planks. Oh, of course, slabs. That's not really enough, so let me run over here and grab a stack. And then go right here and go ahead and convert those. And then, so you need the creosote oil to make that. Well, this has creosote oil in it, and so the recipe works. When you left-click in here, it drops a ghost image of that. You'll notice I have 62 of them. I still have 62 of them. I still have 62 of them. So those don't really count. And if you right-click, it goes away. But that's the recipe, and you can tell it's already starting to work. And it's using the creosote oil every time it makes that. Bam, wooden tie. So it's just going to turn all of those, using this recipe, it's going to turn all of this into wooden ties, which is pretty much what we want, because we're going to need a lot of them. Now, in addition to a wooden tie, in order to make a wooden rail bed, we're going to need standard rails. But we don't want to make it that way. We want to make it with iron in a rolling machine. So let's come over here and grab another stack of iron. Come to our rolling machine. So we definitely need this, 16. Let me just... Oh, not close enough. Okay. Let's do this. There. 16. And it's going to start making us some of those. So, we're doing that. No, do that. Tin can go back. So we're doing that to prepare for making what's called a railer. And we're going to make a large railer. And that requires some track and some stone and some iron. So that's why we're doing that. That's why I had those ovens pumping out this creosote oil. You saw how long it took to actually make all this creosote oil. So imagine if you got to this point and you needed those and you had no oil. You'd have to make the ovens and just wait and wait and wait. It's as bad as me having to wait for this. Look, we're almost... We have our second helium cell. That's exciting. Painfully slow. Actually, can I use... Nope, this one doesn't even have upgrade slots, which we haven't even talked about, but it doesn't have them. So, but yeah, so that's why those ovens started to get cooked up right away. Not to mention, the cart itself is going to require coal to run, and it takes coal coke, so good stuff. Anyway, so I'm still got more things to assemble before we're ready, so I'll be back. Alright, so we have finally got our 6 helium cells. It's been a while. But you're going to take your helium cells and turn them into 60,000 helium coolant cell. And that's not going to work if you don't drop your tin in the crafting table. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, now to make one of these things you need 3 of those and 3 tin. So let's go ahead and do that. And that. And pick up 1 and 2. And they don't stack either. Just why would they? Alright. So I have 180,000. So now I need my copper plate and more tin. So 180 and some copper plate and tin. Or I need my copper plate. Where do you think I put the copper plate? I'm betting it's in here. It is definitely not in there. Oh, are you going to tell... You'll notice my experience bar is a little lower than before because Creeper blew me up. I don't know what would appear. It would appear that the Creeper also blew up. No, there it is. Oh, I have to do all this stuff in here first. Thank you. We'll get back to that recipe in a second. Dense copper plate. Bam, 360,000 helium coolant cell. Alright, so let's see. Do we have everything that we need? And an energy crystal, and an advanced circuit. A couple of those, and a ruby. Oh, I gotta go get my titanium out of my blast furnace. This is some exciting stuff. That's the wrong one. And there. Mining laser. Awesome stuff. Charge that guy up. And as soon as that's charged, I will head down to the mine and show you that. It's going to be cool. I'm excited. Here we go. Be back in a second. Alright, so I'm down here in my mine. And this is one of the corners. So this will be a good place to test out the mining laser. So right now it's in the base mode. And you'll see if I right click, bam, it shoots a little laser beam that eats up some of those, and it goes in whatever direction. So if I point it that way, it mines diagonally. It just sort of shoots and goes through, I believe it's 6 blocks. It will go through ore as well, and by holding down the mode key. Now if you have Feed the Beast Ultimate, it's a little confusing because your mini-map is also your mode key. The default is M. I have changed it. You may need to change your mode key, or go into your map controls. So I think default should be M to get you there, and then go to controls, and then reset your, let's see, where is it? The toggle full screen map. You reset that. Otherwise, every time you try and change your mode, which is hold down the mode key and right click for this laser, you will instead just get this map showing up, and that's not going to work. So you can change the mode. This has several different ones, and they use different amounts of power, and they do different things. So if you hold down your mode key and right click, it'll change. So now it's in low focus mode. So now when I shoot, it does 1 block at a time. So that can be handy if you're trying to, for instance, if you have a high-level fortune pickaxe and you don't really want to automatically shoot those the diamonds because you want them, the low focus can be sort of handy. Let's see. Next, there's long range. So normal is about 6 blocks. This one, that's significantly further, and that uses a fair bit of power. Next is horizontal, which is awesome. That one is, it just shoots horizontally. So if I shoot this block up here, it goes horizontally from that block. Yeah, I can't angle too much. There. Oh, hey, you found some redstone. That's kind of handy. So, you know, that's pretty handy. It's especially nice for doing the feather mining that I like to do, since you can just clear out hallways very easily. You know, just bam. You walk along and throw some torches down, and when you get to somewhere you want, you just shoot there. Okay, there's nothing. How about here? Oh, there's nothing. How about here? Oh well, I missed. You know, it's pretty handy for mining. I like it a lot. Next mode, superheat mode. Superheat mode. So if I shoot this Zircorium with superheat mode, let's see if it works on Zircorium. It does. You notice I did not pick up red Zircorium, I picked up Zircoridite, which is what happens when you smelt the Zircorium. It automatically smelts whatever you shoot. That can be handy. Next, scatter mode. Scatter mode is weird. It's going to be hard to show it in here, but it's sort of like a shotgun. There you go. It just creates a big mess. Big mess. Luckily, we're not near anything that's a problem, but let's see, some of those are trapped. Oh well. And then next is explosive mode. So I'm going to shoot over there, and it's going to explode. It's pretty much as advertised. It explodes. That's what it does. So those are pretty much the modes. If we hit it again, it's going to go back to mining. Like I said, I prefer horizontal, but I guess really what I should do is go with mining so that I can collect some of these random things if need be. So I'm going to clean this up a little bit and do some more mining, but that is the mining laser. I think that's going to be a good place to end this episode. The last one was a little long, so this one will be just a tad bit shorter. Next episode, I think we're going to work on our Steve's cart and get that going. That's going to take a while. Yeah. We'll make the things for the Steve's cart and start it going. It's going to take it a good hour and a half or so to make our cart once we actually do it. So, we'll put the cart together and then we'll do something else. But that's going to do it for this episode. So this is Average Gamer Guy. Have a good day.